Okay. Okay. So if if this resistance is being broken, it definitely becomes a support level. So the way to go about these structures is anytime there is a there is a break of structure to the upside, you would wait and anticipate for a retest into these regions, into regions of this sort, okay, into regions of this sort. And when there is a retest into these regions, this is where you begin to look for reversals. Now, yes, this is where you begin to look for reversal because there are tricky parts to this pattern. Okay, there are tricky parts to this pattern. So you wouldn't want to jump into conclusion and then bet your money on anything that won't work. So you'd have to wait for a reversal. Okay. So anytime um, there's a break, you would anticipate for a retest into the support region. Now, when eventually there is a retest into the support level, in most cases you realize that just below the support level there is another demand level. In most cases, you realize that just below the support level, there is another demand level. I'm teaching you how you trade patterns of this sort. So just below the support level, there is a demand level. So that demand level is where you begin to anticipate reversals. That demand level is where you begin to anticipate reversals. Yes. So these are some of the structures that you are always going to be seeing on the charts. Okay. So bear in mind, put it in mind. With some of these simple structures, you would have a break of structure to the you have a break of structure to the upside. First, you would have a break of structure to the upside. Then second, that resistance, you would have a retest back into the resistance level. You would have a retest back into the resistance level. Then you determine the demand level below that resistance level. Okay. Then you determine the demand level below that resistance level. Then at that demand level, you'll be looking for reversals. You'll be looking for patterns, reversal patterns. Okay. That is what basically you are going to do before you enter the trade. But bear in mind, you would have to be patient with this. I said what you would have to be patient with this. So let's go on to the chart and let's have some look how some of the trades manifested. Okay, so I have this example here, and as you can see, this one is a perfect example. I just wanted to pick up a perfect example. And as you can see, look at something around this region. We had a high, a low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, then a higher low somewhere around this region. So you let me see. Okay. Oh, we even had a reversal. Okay, 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 okay. We even had a reversal. So let's look at something over here. What are you seeing? Now let's analyze this one. What are we seeing? We are seeing a high, a low, a high. So it means that we have broken out of this region. This way, we have had a break of structure to the upside. We have had a break of structure to the upside. Listen, we have had a break of structure to the upside. Then look at something over here. Then I was saying that you would have to look for the resistance level. So this is the resistance level. Okay, this is the resistance level. And as you can see, the moment we had a break, we just came back to retest. But listen, I was always telling you that determine the demand zone. So if the demand zone is not clear, you don't enter any trade. If the demand level is not clear, you don't enter any trade. So like for instance, what you are seeing over here, you could see that the demand levels are not clear. Okay, for instance, if I was to pick, I would have picked this one. I would have picked this one, this demand level. But from what I'm seeing, it's not clear to me. Yes, from what I'm seeing, it is not clear to me. So I will leave it like that because you see, we have a demand level, we have a fair value gap. This is what I would have picked. But because it is not clear to me, so I'll leave it like that. I wouldn't touch it. Then look at this one too. This is the support level. Okay,